Good evening, 8th grade parents. Welcome to this 8th grade parent-teacher virtual meeting intervention. The parents that were invited to attend this intervention were parents of students who we were identifying as needing additional support to ensure that they are successful this school year. The 8th grade team is comprised by all the teachers that teach in the 8th grade, and each teacher teach one or multiple classes in the 8th grade. So depending on what class your teacher is, for that particular student, you will need to identify by the class number. So from class 801, we have Ms. Casasi. She teaches ELA for 801 and 802. Ms. Smith teaches math for 801 and 802. Ms. Caperon teaches ELA for class 805. Ms. Mateo teaches math for class 804 and 807. Ms. Leon teaches social studies for class 804. Ms. Reyes teaches science for class 801, 802, 804, 805, 807, 910, and 912. Ms. Carpa, she teaches class 910 ELA. Ms. Gonzalez teaches class 910 and 12 mathematics. Ms. Carpa teaches ELA for class 10, 910, and 912. Sorry. Mr. Vargas, he teaches class 805 mathematics. Ms. Mayer is our music teacher, who teaches all grades across the building, 6, 7, and 8. Mr. Metz teaches ELA for class 803 and also science for class 803. Mr. Paller is a math teacher for class 803. Mr. Amaya teaches ELA for class 807 and 804. Mr. Martinez teaches social studies for 801, class 802, 803, 805, and 807. Ms. Soriano is the art teacher across grades as well. Mr. Reed is the gym teacher and health teacher for all classes and grades across grades as well. Ms. Verona is our assistant principal for the 8th grade. Ms. Rios is the educational coach for the Juntos program. Ms. Ava is our social worker intern. Mr. Macaulay is the English as a second language service provider. Ms. Green is our literacy coach. And Ms. Adorno is our Spanish native language speakers teacher. She teaches class 807. And my name is Ms. Poe, 8th grade counselor. Today's agenda would include the schedule, attendance, virtual class norms and expectations, Google Classroom, daily work completion, grading, trends and solutions, and parent-teacher partnership. As you know, this year has been divided into two forms of learning. Your child is either fully remote or follows a blended schedule. School begins at 8:30 a.m. and ends at 2 p.m. Students have lunch from 10:55 to 11:40 a.m. It is important for students to attend every single class. Attendance is taken for every class, every period. Work is assigned during every class. Missing class means the students are missing classwork, which greatly impacts their overall grade. Learning continues after lunch. Lunch begins, like we said, at 10:55 and it ends at 11:40. So students are expected to return to their Zoom virtual class at 11:40 until the end of the school day, which ends at 2 p.m. Attendance and participation, learning continues after lunch. A distinction between attendance in a remote setting and blended learning styles. In person, a student is present when the students are physically present in the classroom, a school learning environment for instruction during the school the scheduled school day. This is primarily the description for students that attend blended learning. When they are present and they are what they call in person, whichever days of the weeks they're assigned to be physically in the school building, they're expected to be there physically. What it means to be absent from someone that is in blended learning. Students are in the school building but not attending any classes, are not meeting with a guidance counselor or other licensed pedagogue while they're in the school building, or while they are supposed to be in the school building. In the 100 remote learning or virtual learning, a child is present or virtually present for synchronous and asynchronous instruction. That means that the child is connected through their daily Zoom virtual class. When a student is absent from remote learning, the students are not typically physically present in the virtual classroom or the school learning environment for instruction during the scheduled school day. Virtually cutting. Students are considered cutting if they leave a Zoom meeting before class has ended without notifying teachers. The students are expected to notify teachers prior to leaving or excusing themselves while attending virtual classes. Attendance remote and blended learning continues. Medical appointments. Depending on the time of the appointment, students are encouraged to attend class prior to departing to their medical appointment. Parent needs to email a teacher or other school staff informing the child will be leaving early or join class late due to a medical appointment. For an excused absent, a parent has to email a copy of the medical note or bring it to the school building in person. A student should be connected on a computer or an iPad every day. If your child does not have access to a working device or have troubles connected to the internet, please let us know ASAP. Virtual class norms. We focus on the virtual class norms because I will say that about 95% of our students are currently attending 100% remote learning. So the norms are, and these are norms before we further, these are norms that were identified and put together between the students and the teacher while meeting in their sessions. And this is what they found that the norms should be. Be presentable, dress appropriately, keep camera on and still. Stay in the camera view. Be engaged. That means to stay on topic, ask and answer questions, raise your hand or use the raise your hand button. Be prepared. Log in on time. Make sure your device is charged. Have a quiet pace to focus. Have materials ready. And be respectful. Keep microphone muted. Be a good digital citizen. Make appropriate comments. Listen with your eyes, ears, and body. What to avoid? Getting sidetracked by distractions such as cell phone, TV, other tasks at home, or leaving early. Google Classroom. Get email summaries. As parents, every parent at our school can access Google Classroom so they can monitor a student's work and academic marks and progress. To get email summaries of your students' work, you must accept an email invitation from a teacher or administrator. You have 120 days to accept an invitation before it expires. You can subscribe from summaries or remove yourself as a guardian at any time. The teacher or administrator email you an invitation to join the student's class. In your email program, open your email invitation. Click accept. If you are not the guardian, you can click that you are not the guardian. In other words, if you send an email to the teachers, you can contact the school counselors or the teachers directly via the MS290 email, and you will be able to access Google Classroom. Teachers will share a code and an invitation so you can officially join the student's class, and you can monitor the daily assignments and progress. Work completion. Assignments are given every day. Students are expected to do their assignments during class and have time to complete it after school for homework if they didn't finish during the allotted time in class. Students have independent and group work during the period to complete their assignments. If you need extra support, you can also join the DreamYard after-school program. Grading and progress reports. Students will receive an electronic progress report during the virtual parent-teacher conference on November 19. The first virtual report card will be issued on December 22nd. These documents will reflect your child's progress and academic readiness as it is needed for high school. Parents will be able to access virtual report cards through the Department of Education My Student Portal. One of the items on the agenda is trends and solutions. And we decided to put this together because for the parents that were invited to participate in this session, there were many trends that we had identified in the past couple of months since school started. So as we relate to the trends that have been observed by teachers and staff, we are also making recommendations to the possible solutions. Logging in late. Students that log in late, obviously, they are having a difficult time waking up on time and meeting their class on time. So a way the parents can help the student and help us is to make sure that students goes to bed at an appropriate time. And also, you can help the student set an alarm. Learning space. If possible, make sure that students have a suitable space to study and do their work. Avoid interruptions, unnecessary noise, such as television or loud music. Headphones with microphones help students focus and participate. Then we have encountered students that don't log in or only log in for part of the class time. Make sure that iPads are charged every night before going to bed, or sit near an outlet during the day to charge as needed. Check in with the student to make sure that they are logged in after lunch. As we said before, class ends at 2 p.m. So this is a trend of many students that are joining the classes virtually for a short period of time, and then they happen to exit without any excuse or explanation. Work not being completed. Accept your Google Classroom, the Guardian invitation to view assignments, the student work, and the grades. Also, this will help you regularly check in with students and ask them to show you the work they have completed that day. So in other words, all assignments are usually posted on Google Classroom. And if parents have access to it, they can actually see on a daily basis if the student have completed the assignment or not. Distractions, such as social media, video games, and text messages. We encourage you to remove cell phones during class hours, 8:30 to 2 p.m., of course, if this is possible. That will help limit access to video games and use of social media. The cell phone should only be used in case of emergencies. Email teachers if there is any reason your child needs to use their cell phone during class hours. Important reminders. Please check your emails daily. This is our primary form of communication. If we don't have your email, please make it your business to contact us and share your personal email with us so you can get weekly notifications or individualized notifications from the students' teachers. Please accept your Google Classroom invitation and read through the weekly update email. Teachers' office hours happen daily from 2 to 2:20 by appointment. Visit the ms390.com website for school-wide updates or to visit the help desk, which is open from 8:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Parent and Teachers Partnership. We can't stress enough. Please check your emails daily and share yours if we don't have it. This is our primary form of communication given the current situation. Please accept the Google Classroom invitation. If you don't have it, please reach out to us so the teacher can share the invitation with you. Teacher's office hours is from 2 to 2:20 every day. Please schedule an appointment anytime you want an update regarding how your child is doing academically. Visit the MS390 website for school-wide updates or to visit the help desk from 8:30 to 11 or with Ms. Poe's Google Meet help link, which is also open from 8:15 to 12 p.m. Please stay in contact. Here you will find all the emails of all the teachers in the 8th grade. As we described before, Ms. Smith and Ms. Cassese teaches class 801 and 802. Mr. Metz and Mr. Paller teaches class 803. Ms. Caperon and Mr. Vargas teaches class 805. Mr. Amaya and Ms. Mateo teaches class 804 and 807. Ms. Gonzalez and Ms. Santora, or also Ms. Scarpa, how some of the kids know her. They teach class 910 and 912. Ms. Regis teaches classes of science for all 801, 802, 804, 805, and 807. Ms. Mayer teaches music. Mr. Reed teaches the gym class. Ms. Adorno is the Spanish native language arts teacher, and she teaches class 807. Mr. Macaulay is the English as a second language instructor. And our instructional coach is Ms. Green. Her email is there. The teacher's email is readable, available to you at this time. And my email is at the bottom. Guidance Counselor, Ms. Poe. We thank you very much for taking the time to listen to these important reminders as we continue to work together to ensure that students create the healthy habits and the commitment to their education so they can have a successful school year. Have an awesome evening. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate in contacting us directly. Thank you.